What up? This is a Canon A1 35mm film camera. I made a video recently all about why I was buying one of these delicious cameras despite already owning a Canon AE1, but I don't have to explain myself to you, Dad. If you didn't see that video, I will link it at the end of this one so you can watch that, and it's got all the details in there, but speed version incoming, baby! Long story short, my main daily driver film camera setup is a Minolta Dynax 7 rig with a disgusting amount of Minolta AF mount lenses. This camera has got everything: lightning fast autofocus. There are words in the manual that I simply do not understand. Every mode imaginable is basically here. It's essentially more camera than anyone could ever possibly need. It's the closest thing to shooting digital but on film. And therein, my friends, lies the problem. I was falling into all my bad habits from shooting digital, the spray and pray approach, being able to take a photo so fast that I don't actually know if I even want that photo, etc. And so I decided to swap it out for the manual focus film camera that is the Canon A1 with just a 35mm prime lens for a big old trip that I was going on. In short, I just wanted to have to earn my photos, and in turn I was hoping that this would then in fact make them better. But did it actually work? Or did I just cut myself off at the knees, miss loads of photos because I was being a self-absorbed little hipster who actually has no photographic talent and a very loose grasp on the visually creative medium at best, who should just stick to making shit jokes on the internet? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's take some photos. Yo! I don't know, I'm not even gonna put the sound effects in. It's just gonna be me going beep, 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 beep. No hands. So as someone with a very fizzy brain and an even shorter attention span, I'm gonna cut right to the chase. Otherwise I will get bored, go off on some tangent and end up showing you my stamp collection or something like that. So I opened the email containing the scans that I shot on the Canon A1 and immediately was like, well shit, it actually worked. I am so much happier with these photos than a lot of my other recent stuff, even just based on composition alone. I feel like the extra time that it takes to pull manual focus did in fact make me ask myself, do I actually want this photo? And if I do, is this the composition that I want? Because there were so many times on this trip where I'd put my camera to my eye and I'd slightly readjust the composition and it would take a photo to that next level. And if you have seen my previous video, you will know that this is one of the things that I really hoped would happen. So I'm very stoked that it did. Limiting my lens choices was a great shout too. In my opinion, nothing kills creativity quicker than having to make unnecessary extra decisions in the moment. I don't want to make extra unnecessary decisions in the moment. I just want to do the thing. And this is particularly relevant when it comes to lenses. The reason I chose 35mm, it's wide enough that you can see where you are, but also tight enough so that it feels, and I'm sorry for this in advance, cinematic. What another look at his shit moustache. Boo, he said cinematic. I am happy to confirm that I didn't really miss the autofocus at all, if I'm honest. Yeah, there were photos that would come and go so fast that I was like, well, I ain't getting that photo. But that is also the exact same place where happy accidents exist in photography as well. That little bit of soft focus, that bit of motion blur that you weren't accounting for, all adding to that unfiltered, raw feel that we all love from shooting film. Also, this fear of not knowing if you've even hit focus or missed a photo completely also adds to the excitement of getting your scans back. Like, the thing with shooting with the Minolta is that it rarely misses. I've become sort of desensitized to seeing a good film banger because I'm kind of just used to the camera doing a lot of legwork. So opening these scans and seeing a bunch of photos that I thought I missed nailed is so satisfying, and that is that kind of rush that I loved when I first started shooting film. And if you shoot film, you can probably relate to that as well. Now, speaking of manual focus, manually focusing pushed me away from using really narrow depth of field apertures like f2.8, and instead I found myself hovering around the f8, f11 sort of mark. And this again changed my thinking completely when it came to composition. Obviously there was more stuff in focus, but that also increases the chance of me hitting the focus. But I did find that instead of looking for like foreground bokeh to block images, I was composing my photos thinking, how do I work this foreground into the photo? And the same with like background stuff as well, because obviously there's not as much bokeh when you shoot at those apertures. So all in all, I would say that this was a roaring success. I will continue to use the Canon A1 a lot moving forward, so if you're into this camera, then it might be worth sticking around, because I will be posting more videos with this camera as I continue to take it on little adventures. So thank you for checking out this video. I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like it, consider subscribing to the channel, all that good stuff. I hope you are well, the family is well, I hope your dog is well. As always, a little scratch behind the ears from me. Oh, and it's time. Oh, it's time. We've got a fit check, baby. I feel like I might have already had this t-shirt in a video, but it's a... I've lost my exercise ball, one moment. It is a gnarly WWF Triple H t-shirt. It is strong. It is strong. Anyway, that is enough from me. Peace.